Welcome to 40 Dubb, the podcast that brings the stories of an unforgettable era back to life. From the neighborhoods of Lansing to the halls and locker rooms of Sexton High School, this is where athletes, classmates, teachers, and community voices come together to remember the moments that shaped us. Every episode, we revisit the culture, the competition, and the friendships that defined growing up in Lansing during the late 70s and 80s. Hosted by Matt McKinnon and Ken Barnes, with executive producer and creative director Stephen Burnett. This is 40 Dubb, Stories from the Era. Welcome to the 40 Dubb podcast. Matt McKinnon and Ken Barnes coming at you with another exciting episode. Matt, brother, how you feeling?
We're doing well. We're hanging in there. Another week under the belt. We're doing good.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, today's guest was in student government, honor society. She was a pretty darn good cheerleader, varsity club, helping hands, secretary for student council. And out of all that, she became a board-certified ophthalmologist, assistant professor at Georgetown University School of Medicine, phenomenal mother, raised a kid that said, you know what, I'm going to follow mom, and we're going to go to Notre Dame. Matt, who am I talking about, brother?
Fellas, she checks eyes for a living. She is an avid user of Facebook check-in, a traveler, Golden Domer, and East Coast dweller. Sorry, Miss Jackson, but she is for real. Give it up for Monica Allen.
Thank you.
Yay. Monica, how you feeling? How you doing?
Great. I didn't know
Great.
you guys had all that information still.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, well, it takes a couple brains to put one together, so we were able to dig some up, and we're excited to have you on. We want to talk about, obviously you and, growing up in Lansing and Sexton High School and some things. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey from Sexton and where you're at now?
Okay. So while I was at Sexton, let's see, I did a lot of cheerleading. I was really pretty active and, all that good stuff. In fact, I really forgot about all that stuff. You guys really kept good record of all that. I didn't even think about that, but I spent a lot of time also in Grand Rapids because that's where my mom's family is from. And I have a great uncle who's a physician, and he, I think, indirectly kind of brainwashed me into becoming a doctor, and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, who was also a nurse. So that's what really sparked my interest in everything. But while I was at Sexton, when I wasn't working out, cheerleading and all that good stuff, I spent a lot of time with Dr. Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Dr. Radcliffe was my counselor. And when I was applying to colleges, Dr. Radcliffe was like, Monica, you're going to leave Michigan. So what do you mean? I can't afford to leave the state of Michigan. It's either Michigan or Michigan State. No, you're going to the East Coast. You're going to do this, that, and the other. I'm like, dude, my mother's a secretary. What do you think I'm going to do? How am I going to get home for Thanksgiving and Christmas? So then he thought about it. He's like, this is what you're going to do. You're going to apply to Notre Dame, and they've got a lot of money for people, who really need it. I said, okay, we'll see. So I applied, and the counselor came to visit me, Sexton, and we had a great visit, that sort of thing. And I got in, and I got a full scholarship.
Yeah. Because you're in honor
so
society, you were smart.
yeah, that's what they tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's how that came to pass. I didn't even know where Notre Dame was until Dr. Radcliffe started talking to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
So that's what happened with that.
Yeah, and obviously you went on to medical school and became an ophthalmologist. And so what did you do as an ophthalmologist other than see patients, in an office? Do you
Mm.
have a specialty in that or?
Yeah, I'm actually a glaucoma specialist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how I became interested in ophthalmology is my family once again. My grandmother had cataract surgery when I was in the 4th grade. And at the time, they didn't put intraocular lens implants in the eye at the time. And they had to put contact lenses in order to see. But she was also admitted to the hospital for a week. I was like, why do you have to be in the hospital for a week just for this? I never understood that. And I was really curious about it. And I said, I'm going to be an optometrist. And then, I started, going to school and everything. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So then went to medical school, like I said, because of her and my uncle. And then what I understood is that a lot of people in my grandmother's family had glaucoma or blindness. She had 8 siblings. And at the time, half of them had glaucoma or some form of blindness. My great-grandmother was completely blind before she died. So that's what really drew my interest. So as an ophthalmologist versus optometry. Optometry is supposed to do glasses, contact lenses, the whole lens crafters deal. Ophthalmologists prescribe medications, do lasers, do surgery. They've also gone to medical school. That's a distinct difference.
Awesome.
And I became a glaucoma specialist, like I said, because of my family and because glaucoma affects African-American patients way more than Caucasians.
Huh. Interesting. Awesome. Wow. Didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah.
either.
Neither did I.
I'm educated.
So obviously you had, people in your lives that influenced you to become, an ophthalmologist, pursue the medical career. Were there any teachers that, say, who was your favorite teacher that influenced you or that supported you the most?
Ew. At Sexton?
Sexton, junior high, grade school,
Mm,
or one that stood out?
one that stood out. For some reason, I remember Mrs. Norman in 7th grade. English. Then Sexton. I forgot her name, but she taught calculus. Not calculus. Trig.
Mrs.
What was her
Herner?
name? What's
Herner?
that?
Craddock?
Craddock.
Craddock? Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. What schools
Yeah,
did
for
you go
sure.
to oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I interrupted
What'd
you.
That's
What
okay.
schools did you go to prior to Sexton?
I went to Elmhurst,
Mhm.
Barnes Avenue,
Mhm.
Dwight Rich.
You went
So
to
she's a
Barnes.
bear, just like you.
See, I went to Elmhurst too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
Okay.
went to Elmhurst, but we weren't in the same class. I know
No,
that.
I was in Mr. Baker's class.
Yeah, I was in Mrs. Johnson's class.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt, I know you got some questions up your sleeve over
Man, I
there.
want to get back to this. I created my own little specific eye chart for Miss Allen. And so I'd
Oh,
like
you
to
did?
take her on a trip back in time, if I could, if she could cover her right eye and then read the lines if she can. Ready?
UERJD. We are J Dubs. We are J Dubs. Who the what? Monica Allen. A house. Who that? Who that? Big.
Oh, what? What's wrong with that picture?
Yeah, who dat?
It says, we are J Dubs, we are J Dubs. Who dat, who dat, who dat, who? Monica Allen in the house. Who dat, who? Big Reds. We won't talk no junk about the Quakers, Comets, Vikings, Trojans, or Warriors.
I love that. I love that chart. I really do.
That's hilarious.
Things you
Did
can do when you got a computer.
Oh, yeah. I guess looking back in life, was there an experience that you had that is interesting, funny, unbelievable that us people don't know about you?
I worked at Michigan State during the summers.
Doing what? What'd you do?
I worked in a lab on rats. One
You're a
year.
rat.
Another year, a couple of years, I worked in urban affairs
Huh. Interesting.
in Owen Hall.
Right.
My mom used to work on campus,
Mm-hmm.
so I did that.
Right.
But one summer, I was working, I was driving. I had my braces. My tongue got caught in my braces.
Mm-hmm.
One day when I was driving on campus, it was storm raining really bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I hydroplaned into a curb.
Oh,
Trying to get to the orthodontist office. And I had to pull my tongue out of my braces. If I could have figured it out before I got in the car, I'd have been set, right?
Yeah.
That
But
must
yeah,
have
I
hurt.
did. That was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It was bad.
When you look back at obviously life now, we're coming up on 40 years since graduating high school, which, that doesn't seem real.
No, right?
When you think back to like Lansing and Sexton, what
Mm-hmm.
are some like memorable moments that stick out for you? Whether it be, something you did during the summer or, events at Sexton. What are some of those things that stick out
The
that
biggest
you
thing
remember
was
just like yesterday?
is just being on the cheerleading team. I was on a cheerleading team all year long.
Mm-hmm.
So football season, I was there for every single game, every rain, everything.
Mm-hmm.
We played Eastern the night before I took the SAT, and I went in there and I couldn't talk taking the test because I was screaming so much.
Yeah.
We had that in the
One,
cafeteria? Was that in the cafeteria?
yeah,
Yeah, because I had to take it the day after that too.
yeah, we won, but I had no voice. laryngitis. It was really bad, and we competed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Our cheerleading team, because, we took one of the coaches from Michigan State, Laverne Anderson.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Laverne, he really had us, working hard and
Right.
traveling and
Mm-hmm.
competing and
Flipping up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff
Going
hadn't
to the
been done
Silver
before.
Dome. And
Oh, yeah.
we had a great time. We had guys on the team.
Yep.
Basketball season. We were good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very unique because I don't remember another school that had males at that time,
We were
or
the
at
only
I don't
least
ones.
think that.
that I saw from my perspective.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think so either.
yeah,
Well,
that was
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cheer, why don't you just bust one out right now?
Why did I know you were gonna do that?
'Cause
Okay, let me see. I can't remember them. Well, we are J-Dubs. That one.
Come on.
you're
Go
the
ahead.
cheerleader.
It's not just
I can't do it
one
anymore.
time.
Okay, we are J-Dubs. We are J-Dubs.
See? Nothing silly about that. You live
There's
this, you
something
know.
silly about that is right. There is
Oh,
something
gosh.
definitely silly about that. So your son obviously followed in your footsteps and has now graduated Notre Dame. I got to imagine as a mother, you're extremely, extremely proud of that.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure.
I guess how does that make you feel? One, as being a mother raising such a fine young man. You and I have talked about him, and sounds like an amazing young man. How, I guess, was there something in Lansing or growing up that I guess influenced you or made you that type of mother to raise such a fine young man? Were there some examples in your life? 'Cause
Well,
there's
it's tough. I think part of it was my father wasn't around,
Mm,
and was a strong influence,
mhm,
and I wanted to give him the attention and the things that he needed that I didn't get,
right. Mm,
and I worked hard
mhm,
to make that work,
right.
to make that happen.
Mhm,
And to look now to see, like, wow, he took in everything that I put out in the universe for him.
mhm.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
It's a
really
lot.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mhm,
that is such an awesome story, and I really thank you for sharing that.
mhm.
That you turn that it was a negative into a positive, and you wanted him to feel that. You wanted him to be everything, and
Yeah.
you your heart and soul into him. I'm sure you loved on him like no one's business. But for you to do that, I mean, I know he's eternally grateful for that, and
Mhm.
I'm sure the things that he does is a reflection on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a
Yeah.
reflection. Strong black woman. Have a lot to do.
that's
You know,
right.
been playing with that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You are welcome.
exactly.
You and
Yeah.
your Prince tattoo. I'm just saying.
Prince tattoo? What? What'd you say?
What? You didn't
What'd
know
you
about
say?
that?
It's on one
Do
of my
tell.
See, now
profile
she knows I just
T-shirts.
kind of Facebooked her to death.
He did.
I did my research.
Mhm.
You got
Yeah.
a Prince tattoo, didn't know that.
Well, it was henna
Oh,
Well,
tattoo.
nonetheless, it was on there.
Right.
how awesome. How
Ooh.
awesome. I know well, Matt, you're probably gonna ask that question later. I can't do that. I can't steal your thunder at
Go
all.
ahead, take away. I got plenty.
I know you do,
Right.
but this one I know is it's gonna be up your alley, but I'm gonna let that go. So where are you at right now? Where do you stay? What are you doing? Where do you call home right now?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm at home.
You like it out there? Would you
I do.
rather do you?
I
Awesome.
do. I enjoy
Oh,
it. I really do.
yeah.
Mhm.
If you, for one day, could trade places with anybody,
Hmm.
would you? And if so, who would it be?
It's a hard question.
Mhm.
Oh,
Who to know?
You know.
Michelle Obama?
Mm,
That'd be a good one.
yeah, that'd be a great one. That would be
Yeah.
I think that's a great one, personally.
Mhm.
But
It's a good pick.
yeah,
Yeah,
good
she's
pick.
mhm.
Matt, why don't you throw something at her? I know you got something up your sleeve.
Is it time for the Fast 15?
I, I think it might be time for the Fast 15.
Monica, you ready for the Fast 15?
Okay.
All right.
Get your hat.
Gotta get my hat. Sorry.
I don't have a hat.
I got
Nope, you don't
15
need one.
questions.
All right.
We're just
Okay.
Spitfire. Just a Spitfire. Why'd your screen
Okay.
go blue? Is your screen blue?
No.
Nope.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. Christmas presents Do them on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas Day.
Favorite holiday? Well, which holiday is better, Halloween or Christmas?
Christmas.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
That's right. What's the best decade, the 80s, the 90s, or the 2000s?
Ooh, the 80s.
What's your favorite song from the 80s?
Word Up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson
I like
or Prince?
Prince.
Okay. I just got to check, you know. Have you ever requested a song on the radio by calling a DJ and then wait to tape it as it came on the radio?
Yeah.
What song? Want to stick out?
Private Joy. Prince.
How you feel about the new logo? Thumbs up or thumbs down? There you go. I see you like to check in a lot of Quality Dairy. Do you remember Quality Dairy milk in a bag?
Yes.
What's your favorite sports film?
Hold on. It's the one with Denzel Washington. Football.
Remember the type. Remember the
Yes.
type.
Uh-huh.
Did you participate in the egg drop?
No.
You didn't do it in physics class with either Reed or Deslett?
Remember.
We went up on the roof and dropped the egg inside the shoebox?
Remember that.
No? Okay. McDonald's, Burger King, Burger Chef, or Olympic Broil?
Burger Chef.
Ooh. They serve their stuff in little baggies. You ever solved the Rubik's
Chef.
Cube?
Once or twice.
Once or twice?
Uh-huh.
What's your number one landmark in the Lansing area?
Naps.
Ooh, good one.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
What's your favorite Potter Park exhibit?
The elephants.
You ever been to it? You've been to Impression 5 Museum, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What does CATA stand for?
Capital Area Transit Authority.
There you go. You wrote it just like I did. Somebody had to.
Yep.
What kind of car did you drive in high school?
None.
Me neither. I got lucky enough to drop my dad off at work, and my brother and I drive that car to school, and then after practice drive home and park it and give him the key back. That's
Right.
right. All right, last one. If you could invite 3 people to dinner, living or dead, who would they be?
My Aunt Royce, she passed. My Uncle Ralph.
Okay, that's 2.
And guess my grandmother.
There you go. And what would you eat?
Catfish.
What? Catfish?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm digging that.
All right.
Good job, Monica. You complete the Fast 15.
That's right. Good job, Monica.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Monica, that will conclude our episode. We want to thank you so much for joining us. I am hoping that you're going to be at the 40-year class reunion coming up.
I will.
All righty. All righty. We will be there in all our glory.
Okay.
So folks, another 40 Dubb podcast is in the books. We want to thank Monica Allen for appearing on the 40 Dubb podcast. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, you're welcome. Hey, be sure to like.
Come on.
Yeah. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe the 40 Dubb podcast on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. On behalf of Matt McKinnon, Ken Barnes, and executive producer and creative director, Stephen Burnett. This is 40 Dubb.
Stories from the era.